This is a recap for Wednesday, October 6th, and it's going to be a answer key for Desmos subtracting rational number ladder activity that we did today. So I'll do all five. Some will go quicker than others. This one, and you can skip to the one that you need. If you're watching this and you just need the last one, then go ahead and do that if you got all the other ones correct. So I'm going to subtract 2.8 from 7. 0.0, even though there's not a point here, we can just put a 0.0. So I can't take 8 from 0, so I have to borrow and or rename, however you learn that. 10 minus 8 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. So this one is 4.2. Next one is a negative 3/2 plus 8/5. I need to find a common denominator. So I like to put the negative with the numerator. You can do that. It can go in front. It could go, as long as it just goes in one place. And I'll put 8/5 right here. Now, quite a few people change this to mixed numbers, and you can do that, but it just makes it, for a lot of people, more confusing. So we'll keep it as an improper fraction. And we're going to find a lot of people, I was happy, could determine that we needed to change this to tenths. And so we haven't even done a negative times a positive. So a lot of you were able to just get that this is negative 15th. That'll be coming up in a few weeks. And then we're going to do 5 times 2 to get 10. And 8 times 2 is 16. So now we're combining negative 15 plus 16. And these are both tenths, so we can just add the numerators. So the difference, because one is positive, one is negative, we can find the difference. That's what we worked on a lot last week. And the difference between these two is 1. And so the answer is 1/10. Okay, card number 3. I like to rewrite this as 8 and 5/10 plus the opposite of 25.77 is negative 25.77. So negative 25 and 77/100. So I'm going to line up those decimal points. I'm just going to put them like this ahead of time. And then put negative 25 7/7, and not even put the negative there, because I'm just going to add these together, because it's negative plus negative is even more negative. So I'll do this. And we get 34.27, and so it is negative 34 and 27/100. Okay, next one. Again, we're going to look at this subtraction and see it as addition. So it's 1.7, 1 7/10, plus the opposite of this. The opposite of negative 8/10 is positive 8/10, plus 4.013. That means we're just going to line these decimal points up. 1 7/10, 0 8/10, and 4 13/1000. So there's nothing to add to these. 7 and 8 is 15. So 6 513,000. And the last one has quite a few steps. So I'll kind of slow down here a little bit. I'm going to concentrate first on subtracting as addition. So this is going to be adding. The opposite of this number is positive. So let's start with just adding those two together. So 6 times 2 plus 1, that's 13/6. plus 8/3. I'm going to take 8/3 and multiply the denominator and the numerator by 2. So that's 16/6. So 13 plus 16/6 equals 29/6. Okay, so we're going to rewrite this part as 29/6. I'm not going to change it to a mixed number. I'm going to keep it as 29/6. Then I'm going to change this improper or mixed number to an improper fraction plus a negative. 9 times 4 is 36. 36 plus 7 is 43. So negative 43 ninths. So we need to find a common denominator. That's going to be 18. So 3 times 29, that is 87. So this is going to be 87/18. And we're going to double this 9 to an 18. So that means I'm going to double this 43 to a 86. So now we have 18ths, and we just have to find the difference between 87 and 86 because one is positive and one is negative. So that answer is 1/18. And if you're watching this all the way to the end, congratulations, good job. You seem to be interested in knowing how to do all that we're doing this year in 7th grade math. Good job. And that is a recap for Wednesday, October 6th.